Well, she wasn't there, so he got away from her because he woke up in the middle of the night. So we're hoping that this will be a chance to have a nice spotlight on her character to try to save him. But
Also,
well, he sounds like he did everything possible to get himself in a horrible situation.
he always does. The best part is he rolls with the punches. Like, he'll get a little upset sometimes, but overall he's like, yeah, I realize I was an idiot. Like, I deserve what's coming.
Dude,
which is always good.
My life.
Yeah. Well,
Speaking
also,
of deserving what's coming.
Uh-oh.
Well, one background thing too. The DM and I have been talking about it, and we jokingly said a couple months ago, wouldn't it be funny if his character lost a leg? And since I have tinkering tools, we talked about, I'm like, well, could I just make him a prosthetic leg? And the DM's like, yeah, sure, that's fine. And so I said, question, could I set it up so that there's a component in the leg that if I put a magnet by his leg, like on the back of his knee, like a screw will fall out and the leg will stop functioning. So if he's really pissing me off, I can make him immobile. And the DM's like, that sounds perfectly reasonable. So I kind of wanted to lose a leg so I can make this leg that I can basically cripple him with.
So everybody's here, right?
I think so.
Zach is here? Zach?
Yeah, dude, I asked if I could leave work early, so they sent me out exactly 6 minutes before I was scheduled to leave. That was nice of them.
Welcome. Happy Friday.
Yeah. I asked if I could leave half an hour early. I got 6 minutes.
Better than nothing, right?
Yeah, they're the ones who have to pay the overtime, not me.
I worked 10 hours the last 3 days. I get to work tomorrow and the next day.
I am actually currently still working. I will be playing too, but feel free to shout at me if I don't respond right away.
You mean murder your character horribly?
No, I figure that's going to happen anyway.
What I heard was murder your character horribly.
Please, I'm not going to be like Chad levels of late.
We are streaming already, by the way. So what happened last session? I think you all know, but might as well just...
Well, our Erden turned out he actually died running from the Toadmen. They ate him, and it saved us all.
Also, our guide also died.
He died?
Yeah, maybe.
Oh,
It sounded bad. Some sort of evil elf undead creature potentially killed her and also set us off on the right path to Omu.
Oh my gosh, I missed that. Stupid squirrel.
Yeah, you might have been squirrel chasing at that point.
And we're currently about at the entrance of the temple. We killed 3 snakes, and
and I killed a
unnecessarily killed some. What was it? Frog people?
Yeah, that would have been our allies potentially, because I could have spoke to them. I bet.
Fried them.
Hey, dudes! I saw creatures that could be evil. I killed them.
Like you do.
Yeah.
I would have done the same.
And then I believe you guys were wandering down into danger.
We got into a battle near an entrance point, I think.
Yeah, and then we left it off with going underground.
If you guys are still wanting to do that.
I think we should fight so we don't get trapped behind us, and I can summon up a thunderstorm out here that strike lightning bolts upon them.
Well, that's an option, yes. I think we should go down there and just barbecue them. Of course, that's my solution to everything.
All right, that's the plan.
My lightning storm inside.
But barbecue.
You can barbecue them outside.
Grack, it looks like you have taken some damage. Is there any way that you can help get some health back?
I'm a barbarian with no health potions, so I'm more than willing to accept what anyone would like to give me, but...
I think that before we go into such a place, it might be a good idea if anyone can heal.
Healing? What's healing?
Not my strong suit.
The greatest thing ever.
How many hit points are you missing?
20 out of 50.
You'll be
But if we take a
fine.
short rest, I can get them back.
I don't know if
Before-
we're in a position to take a
Oh,
short
yeah.
rest with Snake.
I had thought that reinforcements were coming,
Well,
Yeah,
they
I
didn't
think
know
so, too.
where exactly we were, but yes,
but
they were moving
I
around.
think
to find
I
us.
noticed that and I warned the group
Yeah.
from around the city. Isn't that right, John?
How does my mic sound, by the way?
Sounds good.
Yeah.
A new
We
one.
could always find somewhere to hide. Or attempt to find somewhere to hide and then get ambushed and slaughtered.
I mean,
I think that we should do a heal if we can, and then go in.
It ain't gonna be a great heal, 1d4 plus 3, but I'll do it.
I had mentioned last week too, just to put this out there, the Royal Palace area, the Forbidden City, if you will, the walled area. This is where most of the Yuan Ti activity has been present. So you're pretty sure that if you remain here, there may be a potential of you guys being caught if you don't hide well enough or something to that effect. These Malisons are all about.
We could also maybe like go out here, like just outside, and try and hide in the brush for a short rest.
Well, that's what I was saying. We could try to find somewhere to hide, but we might get ambushed.
Well, you'll remember that the southern side of the circle was actually where the sounds of reinforcements. They basically were like letting out low whistles. Yeah.
So maybe if we want to take a short rest, our best bet instead of going inside would be maybe going out to the east side.
What about the east? Yeah, over here. There's a structure, John. What is this? It looks like it's fairly large.
Or west side.
Just another building.
Can we
Let's
get
see.
there though? Because there's no opening in the wall.
Yeah, no opening the wall.
If we went out on the west side and just huddled up in like this building that I'm trying to highlight right there, maybe we can like barricade the entrance or something, and maybe if our sorcerer has minor illusion, make it look like it's barred off and take our chances.
And just a heads up, that building looks like it's a pretty high building. It doesn't look like it's a tower. It just looks like it's a very tall building, possibly like in its day, like an inn or somewhere where a lot of people could stay. And it does look like it's in a decent repair compared to some of the places, submerged places and what have you. And it's really one of the only things that you can see over the wall. You're pretty sure that from that vantage point, you'd have a pretty good view of not only like the royal area, the city here, but also the bay to the north, or the water to the north, and possibly other things. You're not sure though how far you can see from it.
Is that a plan, folks?
How tall were these walls, do we reckon?
I believe they were 20 feet, 15 feet, 15 feet.
I suppose it's a plan. We can go and hide in there.
Grak, how about that?
Works for me.
All right, so can Divano stealth ahead to kind of check the area to make sure it's pretty clear?
I can do that too if you'd like.
Yeah, can you help me with that?
Yep.
You're heading which way?
So you pointed out that this building over here was the one that's raised?
This one here. I thought you were
Oh, the
pinging
one
over here. The one that you initially pinged.
We'd have to climb
Oh,
a
okay,
wall to
because
get to it.
then... Okay, God, I thought that you were responding to what Tim was saying. But yeah, then if that's the case, then let's go ahead and climb a wall and go over this way. So maybe Divano and Grak can sort of stealth ahead, get it set, climb the wall, maybe set it with ropes to make it easier for everyone else.
Grak, you got a halfling in a pack.
Yep. I guess it's up to him if he wants to ride along in the stealth mission or not.
I mean,
That's
I'm
fine.
fine being in the bag.
Yep. So the three that are on foot that are not currently in baby mode, roll stealth check.
Okay, first of all, as I said, I'm like Bullet from Arrested Development.
So, yeah, okay.
I got an 8. I have disadvantage.
Yeah.
No, you don't. I'm burning my inspiration for you.
Okay.
Yay! Thank you.
You guys make it to the wall, and the area like close to the wall, pretty heavy trees. It looks like there are a number of trees that kind of raise up over the walls. A couple that kind of bow towards the wall. It looks like it should be easy enough to climb. If you guys want to go ahead and everybody just roll an athletics check, except for the backpack.
I want to kind of parkour over the top of it. Can I do that?
We'll just make an athletics check.
The half pack.
So, Siorsa, you are kind of having a rough time of it, trying to get footing. You can see that Devano kind of runs up a tree, kind of jumps over to what looks like a bramble or branch, kind of like stuck in the stone, and then like leaps up to the top. And Grak kind of just with a cat-like pounce, like hops up, grabs stone, and then hops again and finds himself on top of the thing. But there you are, kind of scrabbling at the bottom. And for you, being a tall furbolg, it's only like 7 feet above you, so it's even more frustrating.
Embarrassing.
Brack and Devano, you would notice just from the wall point, two things. First off, it looks like there appears to be movement in the windows of that larger building there. And it looks like there's movement as well coming from where you just operated out of. Looks like you're being trailed.
Mm-hmm. Could we throw a rope over and ask Grak to hold it to help Siorsa get up?
Grak, you can actually just lower yourself down and just reach out your arms and pull him up like military style.
Yeah, long arms. Woo!
Right, plus long, tall furbolg. So you guys have no problems pulling each other up. You effectively give him assistance for the check that he just made, and you pull him up. Once you're on top of the wall, these walls don't have like walking area. I mean, you can walk on them just fine. But what I'm saying is like normal castle wall will have like rails, kind of guards. These don't appear to have that. They just appear to be walls built for keeping out, not so much for patrolling. That said, you're pretty sure that unless you're laying on your bellies and wiggling like a snake, you're very visible at that current.
So
I
let's
say we move quick.
get over to the other side.
Still operating goal is to get to this building, or are you going to go somewhere else? This building here, now that you can see it, looks like it's a temple.
The one with this one has some movement in it. Do we see anything better since we're at the top of the wall?
If you start focusing on it, you can go ahead and make a perception check, yeah.
Super. Using those eyes of the eagle.
Okay. Grok, you don't see much of anything other than just like a sudden kind of jolt of movement. Devano, as you kind of focus in, what you see kind of makes you like kind of, eyes widen a bit. It looks like it's a cloak of elven kind that's just hiding someone. And you kind of look in that direction and you see a pair of elvish eyes kind of looking at you. And then they kind of duck down once they notice that they've been seen.
Oh, okay. So there's that. I would quickly report that back to Grak and to Illume, Siorsa, and then...
Should I throw a fireball at them?
No. But I am sort of questioningly asking, do we go that way or do we go towards this temple to the north?
In as hushed a tone as he can manage, Siorsa says, "If you mentioned that they looked elvish, maybe
as you guys are talking on the building,
Yeah, we need to do something.
You hear loud, and they all point in your direction. And you see there's about 3 Yuan-Ti Malisons on the ground, maybe about 30 feet or so away from where you guys climbed up. And one of them kind of like lowers itself down and starts kind of like getting lower to the ground to start dashing at you, kind of like Naruto sprint.
Yeah, screw it. Let's go into the building that's right near us.
Okay, Devano, you would see that there's an easy jump to kind of like this ledge point here. Easy for you, probably not so much easy for the Furbolg. The Grok could probably pull it off, but you're not so sure about that Furbolg.
Let's do it.
Yes, let us be on.
Okay, what's your strength score, Davano? 10, right?
It is 13.
Okay, good enough. You hop over, and Grok, you hop over. Furbolg, I'm going to need you to make an athletics check because you're in heavier armor. You pull it off. You jump over. You land with a loud crash. If you've ever watched The Tick, you have a good mental image of how that happened. So stealth is not a thing. It does look like there's a nearby window. It looks like it's kind of boarded up with a stone slab. But it looks like it's on kind of old rusted bronze hinges. It looks like you can kind of open up this portal and kind of enter in.
So Davano turns to Grak and says, "Can you open that?"
And to be honest, Davano, it's not like a heavy stone slab.
Oh, okay, then I'll try to do it myself if I can.
Think of it like a half door that's covering up a window.
Super.
And yeah, you open it up and there's perfect space behind, and it looks like it goes into a darker kind of area, but the sunlight kind of blares into it. It's a very dusty kind of place that you've opened up.
Right, so
Sorry,
as I hop in, that's all right.
Unplugged my mic.
No worries.
Yeah.
I'll hop in, and because I know that there's someone hiding in there, I'm gonna be, hop down on my ready for action.
Okay. You hop down, ready for action. Grok, do you follow him in, or do you stay outside?
I want to follow him in, but I'd like to just mention to the Furbog, keep an eye.
Okay, and the halfling on your back also does likewise. As you guys are moving in, you don't see any signs of the Malicens coming after you. Furbolg, you enter in as well, and once you do so, is there any other things that you want to do?
Upon entering, I speak out in Elvish. Hello, we'd come in peace. If you would share your home with us for but an hour, we mean you no harm and will be on our way.
Davano,
I do not remember what happened the last time.
As he's entering in and talking, is there anything that you want to do in specific?
I'm going to try to find shadows and to move into the shadows, and I'm looking as carefully as I can.
Make an intelligence check. And then Matt and Zach, I'll ask you guys, is there anything that you want to do once you get into the chamber? Anything in particular, specifically, that you want to do?
I mean, I'm just currently holding on to a spell in case anyone the door. If any of the snake people come in through the door, I should specify.
The open door. If anybody comes through that open door, you're going to shoot them. Okay, got it.
Any snake people come through.
Got it. And Zach, do you want to do anything?
If he mentioned the Cloak of Elvenkind, so I'm less looking and more listening for anything if I hear any noises.
So you're focused on the unknown threat and not so much on the known threat that's behind you. Okay, great.
Correct.
All right. That said, as you guys kind of sit there, door open, not very well hidden, kind of, slowly moseying into the place, the halfling notices that 3 Malicens leap up onto the wall and start hissing and pointing in your direction. As they do, they get fireball.
Do they get fireballed before they point?
No.
Oh.
Guys, this is my answer for everything. Just fireball.
Just save them up. Don't waste them all.
I still have one left.
Well, I guess if we're going to do anything, it'd be rolling initiative, and then I can do my mini fireball. That's really, really loud.
1 second. Deck saving throws. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Okay.
All right, my DC's 16, so yeah. 2 fail, 1 succeeds.
Gotcha. Okay. And as you kind of reacted to them acting, they'll go ahead and finish their turns. They're pointing. You're pretty sure you make out a third or fourth figure, but it doesn't look like it got over the wall and kind of continued not to go over the wall because a fireball exploded above it. You know, the smart action. And two of these will fire a weapon at you. So they're the only like two people that are really directly in sight for this window, because they were the last ones kind of in, or rather the ones that kind of held back. Matt, Alum, and Grok. Grok, I will give you a +2 bonus to your armor class for the attack that I will be making against you. However, if I hit within that 2, I'm going to say the attack hits Zach or Matt.
Valid.
Because he's a shield on your back, basically.
Fuck yeah, he is. Thanks for the extra
Currently
AC,
my
buddy.
AC is-
First attack is
Yeah.
Better hope it ain't a 16 or a 17.
first attack is against the halfling.
15 right now.
13 misses, right?
Yes, 13 misses.
Okay. However, what I will say is because you are currently effectively restrained because you're in a bag, I would have advantage on attacks against you because you can't really move out of the way. So I'm going to say I hit because I'm a horrible DM, and there has to be a penalty for you being in a bag.
Nope, that's perfectly reasonable. I'm just going to say, asshole.
Fucking. I mean, it's a great course of movement, but now you understand why it might be not so great. Anywho, you remember when Yoda spilled out of the bag? I mean, like he was hating it. Anyways,
As I said, I completely understand.
Second shot. This one is going to be at you, and you said if it hits a 16 or 17, it hits the halfling. 18, it'll hit you, right? What's your AC?
16 my AC is 15.
Normally.
So,
+2 would give you a 17. So if I hit a 17 or better, I hit you. And if I hit a 15 or 16, I hit Matt. Okay, here we go.
yes.
Neither of you.
Nice. That's
Damn,
a crit
that's
damage too.
Okay, and then the last one is going to cast a spell.
Oh, he's going to cast a spell?
Mm-hmm. It's an innate
I don't-
ability.
You should have gone into the entrance to the dungeon.
Well, if he's going to do that, I'm going to actually do that.
Why does it do 25 fire damage?
I don't know.
That's a lot. 86?
Ignore the fire damage.
86.
Ignore the
Because he's a
fire-
phoenix sorcerer. Everything does fire damage.
You counter his spell so hard he explodes. Yeah, okay. He tries to cast a spell. You cast counter spell to counter it. It's a second level spell, I think, or for him it's effectively an at-will, but he can only do it so many times per day. But it is a second level spell suggestion. Okay. All right, that's them. So now we roll initiative.
I love the component of your spell, Matt.
All right, guys.
Tiny
I'm
bit of bat guano.
completely out of
For
third
fireball?
level spells.
Yeah.
Or counter spell.
Oh, that should not be a somatic component. Say a tiny ball of bat guano and sulfur.
I don't know why it's saying that right now.
Somatic is the hand gestures. Make a gesture as if you had it.
He has to spell it all out in sign language.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have to spell out bat guano in silent.
So messy.
Wow. I did not roll well.
Oh,
Hey,
Matt,
but the
okay.
time for another fireball. Oh wait, no, counterspell's third level. He's out of third.
Yeah, I'm out of third level spells now. I figured the counter spell was a good idea. Don't worry though. I have a question. Is
Go ahead.
how close is the fire block? Whatever his name is.
The who?
How close is Seorsa to me?
Oh, you guys are pretty much within 5 feet of each other. You just entered into the room.
Okay, perfect. I really hope that Grok is after me then, because I have a...
Noted. Sorry, my stuff is being...
A butt.
Correct. It's doing the the processing thing when it's trying to load up new stuff.
Yeah.
Okay. Wait, what? No. Okay, yeah. Okay, top of the initiative. Alum?
Well, wait, did Grok roll?
I don't know. I think Zach got attacked by a adorable cat. He
I
died.
did not roll. There we go.
Oh,
Nice.
perfect. All right. So I'm going to use twinning, which will cost me 2 sorcerer points right now, and I am going to twin this spell. Did it come up?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Okay, yeah. I'm using that spell on the cleric and on Grok.
Okay. All right. As you cast the spell, you're casting it to enlarge, I presume?
Yes.
You come to the realization that after they grow in size to be double their size, they no longer can fit out the window. Grok,
Smash through the wall.
You realize your folly.
Grok and the Furbolg, you both have dark vision. You'll realize that you're also too big to get out of the room in any other portal unless you squeeze to do so. And it looks like the 2 exits to this place. There's a door and a stairway up.
What's the door made out of?
Oh, it's just like a portal, rather. It's just like a doorway.
What's the building made out of?
Building is made out of really hard-looking stone.
Damn. That's fine. That's fine. That answers my question. You knew what I was doing. It's okay. That was the right
It was
answer.
worth a shot.
Yeah. You,
Are
guys,
the
you would note that anything that's non-stone, because of the duration that Omu's been kind of abandoned, unless it's been added recently by some, interloper, everything's kind of rotted away.
Fair.
Anyways, Alum.
Hey, you have advantage on strength checks if you want to give it a shot.
Now, so here's a fun fact. All the items that are on his person grow in size, which means the backpack you are in is now way bigger than you.
That was actually part of my plan.
McMansion.
You are literally hidden within inside of a backpack.
Welcome to full cover.
Perfect. Well, no, if I hit the +2 still, you get the +2 if you shoot, you get shot at the back. I'm still going to hit that backpack, but I'm assuming you'll turn around.
I guess. Or I'll just sit down and use the backpack as full cover.
Turtle shell.
Like, what else can I do? I can't attack. I can't move.
Hey, I'd like to say thinking is not my strong suit here. Killing
And
things
I have
is.
no ranged attacks. Like, I don't know what to do.
Yeah. The window required kind of a squeeze for a medium creature, so it's really impossible for a large creature to get through. Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you poke them with your stick?
Sorry, I thought the door
How
was
far
larger.
out the window is it? I have 15 feet of reach. Can I hit him?
So
But do you have more than 15 feet now?
You'd have 20 feet, I think.
no.
I just want to know how far the gap is. Like,
He has
So-
longer arms.
You're in the window, so the landing that you were on was 10 feet wide. The gap that you jumped was 10 feet wide, and they're not standing on the ledge of the wall on the other side. They're
okay.
they're on the opposite side, which is another 15 feet.
I have to ask the question. I hope you understand, but I
Sure.
understand your answer.
Yeah.
I don't know what else to do.
If they get on the landing, you can reach out and start smashing them, but before then, no.
Well, I apologize for getting us killed.
What about so didn't we have to sort of move a piece of stone aside to get into the area? Can you move that piece back?
Yeah.
You could.
Would I
Yeah.
be able to do that?
You could shut the window.
Please,
Can I
shut the window.
And those of you
Cool.
who are
That's
more
what I will
perceptive, which was
do.
nobody in this party, would have noticed the subtle hits I made to do that before the Yuan Ti jumped up onto the ledge.
I couldn't do
that makes
anything.
sense.
We got there eventually.
Well,
I
they
mean,
wouldn't have known you were there.
I was I was preoccupied with talking to the people in Elvish.
Okay, you shut it.
Barricade the window.
A tiny man in a backpack.
Yeah, I mean, we all know that good ideas are not coming from me or my character.
That's
So,
100%
I take
fair.
I take no blame for that. Not closing the window until now. Like Grok finally figured it out. Where was the rest of the goddamn team to say, "Hey, go shut the window, big dumb guy"?
All right, so there's no real handholds. You just kind of like pull it and then let go to let it shut. It's something you kind of push open. You don't really pull in. And as you kind of like get it shut, you kind of smile. But as you're getting it closed, you can see that the fourth Yuan-Ti is kind of hopping up onto the wall, and you notice that this one's different. It is wearing robes. It looks like it has markings of some kind of holy markings of some serpent god. And as it kind of finally gets its footing and the door shuts, you can see it's pulling out some sort of symbol. Once you've got the door closed, you hear from the other side, "No, this," and then he kind of brandishes the symbol. And I say this as if you could see it. And the reason why I say that is because now you can see it. As he throws open the door with thaumaturgy. Massive.
Does that destroy the window cover?
You instantly cause an unlocked door or a window to fly open or slam shut. I'm going to go ahead and have you roll a percentile. I'll say there's a percentage, a chance of the stone kind of flinging off because of the rusted bronze hinges. No, it stays. It's still held, but it's slammed wide open.
Close it again.
All right. You reach in and or reach out and kind of grab at it and shut it. All right. As you do so, you see that the Yuan-Ti Malisons have taken a position kind of in front of their priest and are staying on that ledge, and they all have their arrows trained at that section.
Hold it, Grok.
And you close it. All right.
Can I hold it? Is there a hand? I thought you said there's no handhold.
There's no handle to hold it.
Yeah.
No.
Shoot. Okay.
Is there anything else in the room?
No. A lot of dust. Passageway into another room in this same kind of level. You can see portions in the wall at maybe 8-foot height above you, and you can see portions where doors were present. Basically, you can see a lot of remnants of like wooden places being kind of put into the ground. This chamber that you're in is probably about 18 feet high ceiling, but your presumption is that there was probably wooden floor above you, and then there's probably some stone cavity up above for like a watchtower effect.
Can you just clarify how the window opening and closing works?
Sure. So it is a stone slab that's on a hinge, and it seems to just be a stone slab that's on a hinge.
Yeah, but which way does the opening and closing swing?
It opens outwards like a window, but as you kind of are inspecting it, looking for a handle, you can kind of see that there are small points, like tacks, perhaps, bronze tacks that look like they're set in place, and they're just like really small tacks that might have held a handle made of wood at one point.
I guess I'm wondering if there's a place that I could quickly hammer a python into the window stone area to prevent it from opening.
To kind of create a handle to hold or to kind of shut it. Yeah,
one or the other, yeah.
It opens outwards. So
right. So I'd have to do it on the outside.
Which would be kind of against...
dangerous, yeah.
Also beyond the point, because then they could just pull the pit out. And,
right. Okay, I think we need to go up the stairs, right?
Yeah, and as it would seem, if you're sending one of the enlarged people first...
no, we're not going to do that.
Yeah.
We're going to send the non-enlarged people first. I guess that would just be me.
Okay. Siorsa?
Okay, so a couple questions. Can I see out the window?
They closed it, so no. In fact, if you do not have dark vision, you're probably having an issue right now, unless you're in a bag, because you don't care anyway.
Do dark vision?
Turbo's good, I think.
Pit.
So if I can't see things, I can't actually cast a spell, which would have been really. Quick question: before the window was shut, did it look like they were all standing like right next to each other?
I
All
don't
the
know.
snake people.
Trying to remember from what I said.
You said they took up position directly in front of them, ready to shoot arrows.
Sounds like what I said. Yeah, it sounds like something I'd say.
Okay, so that makes me sound like they're all sort of within 5 feet of each other, correct?
Perhaps.
All right. Can I ready an action to take place after Grok goes next round?
You ready an action. When you do so, you designate a trigger and you designate an action that you'll perform.
Okay, great.
I pop open the window. He uses his attack after I pop open the window, and then I'm gonna close the window on my turn. Right?
That sounds great. So
Awesome.
I tell Grok, when you can, open the window, and I shall call lightning from the skies to smite those snakes.
Cool. Okay, so you ready in action. You're going to cast Call Lightning when the door opens. Got it.
Hell yes, I am.
Loom, you're in a bag. Do you want to remain in the bag?
I'm actually going to just try to climb out just enough so that I can touch both Grok and the Seorsa.
Make an athletics check, bitch. You manage to swim through all of the enlarged gear in the bag and get settled back into your space at the top. And once you do so, you're able to pull yourself out, or you can hold your position at the mouth of the bag.
Yeah, I'm just going to sort of like I want to sort of like pull myself out enough just so I can touch the two of them.
Okay.
I'm going to bonus action convert first level spell into sorcery points, and then I'm going to, since that was apparently a bad idea, twinning reduce.
You're gonna make them small.
Wait,
I'm going to make them normal size.
No, stop. Just
release your concentration.
Release your concentration.
Is it concentration?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, did not realize that. Never mind then. Yeah, I'm just going to release my concentration. I'm still going to climb out.
Okay.
Thank you for. I'm sorry. I
It's
forgot
okay.
my concentration.
I was all for you wasting 2 second level spells.
Well, a first and a second, but yeah. Well, anyway. Okay, never mind that. I am going to then also wait for an action of Grok opening, and so that I can cast a spell.
Certainly. All right, Croc, you're opening the door.
Am I opening the door or am I opening the window?
The window. There's no doors to open. Sorry, it's just a doorway.
Sorry. Which side is the hinge on? Top, left,
there's
right,
no
or
hinge.
bottom?
Oh, I'm sorry. The hinge on the side, the
Yes.
left. So it opens to the left.
Okay. So how I want to do this? I have a
It's a
dungeon.
stone shutter.
That's fine. I have a crowbar.
Okay.
Would I be able to like stand on the side so when it opens, I'm not visible? It kind of like will pop open a crack. They can stand there, but like I don't want to expose myself to the fucking volley of fire that's gonna launch through there.
If you pull away and hit the crowbar to the side, because the halfling said he was staying in your bag, and now it's normal sized, right?
No, I said I was out of his bag.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, and you're going to try and be in a position where you can see out the window as well when it opens, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And Siorsa, the same?
I need to look out through the window to.
Yeah, I mean, you
Use
can
my
definitely
spell.
move to the side, pop it open with your crowbar without being right in the front, right?
Exactly. And then I'm thinking I can use the crowbar to like hook underneath the window and pull it back in. So I don't need to expose myself at all to do this maneuver.
Well,
Unless you want like
pulling in, you're going to have to reach back out because the thing is going to fly open. You're not going to just slightly open it. You have
Okay,
to
but
reach
do
out.
I get like 3/4 cover for only having to expose an arm?
So basically what's going to happen is you're going to have to move back into position to pull it closed, is what I'm saying.
Okay. All right.
That's it.
I didn't know if you'd let me like do a sleight of hand check or anything to like
Nah,
yank it
it's-
with the
it's
crowbar
no
with
big
my
deal.
long arms, so I didn't have to step into that space, so I didn't have to expose myself
It's-
to.
It's the murder will have happened by the time you get there. You're basically
Fair enough.
opening it up. The first shots are probably going to be the Yuan-Tis in.
I just don't know how many more would have been on the wall by
Gotcha.
this
Gotcha.
point. You know, so I could open the window and there's 40 of them, and they shoot 20, and then when I reach out, 20 more hit me.
There's only 3 that have readied actions to shoot, to your knowledge. So, anyways, you open up the door. You see that there are
Doing it.
3. Indeed. There's also the priest, and they will be taking their readied actions. But so will you two, and your readied actions trigger was, of course, the door opening. So we kind of fall to a subset initiative. Halfling, what is your dexterity modifier?
15.
+2 then?
Yep.
Okay. And Furbolg?
-1.
Okay, so you're dead last. And then just go ahead and roll a 20-sided dice, Halfling. Okay, so I win. So since we have the same initiative, or the same dexterity modifier, I'll go first.
All right.
So 3 Yuan-Ti firing their arrows in. Halfling does not appear to be a very large target, but the Furbolg does. So all 3 shots will go in at him.
And quick question, John. As far as how concentration works, since I haven't cast my new concentration spell,
Yeah,
I would
no,
still have an
you're
old
fine.
spell active. Okay, and it's still within 10 minutes of our last fight.
No.
Okay, so it's been 10 minutes since we killed. It's been more than 10 minutes since we killed the last Yondu.
Yeah, you traveled
Okay.
several hundred feet to get to the wall.
Okay, cool. So Shield of Faith is no longer active then.
Correct.
Okay, cool. Time for me to die.
Pew pew. Oh boy. No, 12 misses.
Oh,
So-
that one hits.
21 damage on the first one. Are you still standing?
Yup, but not after the second.
Oh, wait. Let's see. 14, 21, 29 damage on the second one.
And I fall.
And one arrow kind of just sails in and kind of hits the back wall and shatters against it. Grok. No, sorry. Still, Halfling, you aren't really witnessing this because you're performing your reaction, but you do hear loud thunks as you spit the words of the spell forward. Go ahead and cast your spell.
And I'm just doing it at the 3 archers.
Yeah, every single instinct in my heart is like, just throw counterspell on him. He's a spellcaster. Just throw it on him. Just show that map. What? No, he doesn't have it.
Hey, if he did, I'd be perfectly okay if you cast it.
Let's see. So these guys have pretty low AC, so all 3 of those will hit. We'll just go from top to bottom. Sound good?
Yeah, that's fine.
Fire.
So the guy in the middle looks like he's the most wounded. Okay. Seeing that, the Grok, you're gonna shut, right?
Yeah, I guess.
Okay.
Well, guys, at least we have a lot of healing potions.
We do?
Wait. No.
Grok, you hear as you shut the door, you hear the priest start spitting out an incantation. It sounds like he might be kind of conjuring up some sort of spell, possibly a healing spell. And you shut it well enough that you can no longer heal him or hear him to hear if it went off without a hitch. Devano, make a perception check. This one is hearing based, so I'm not going to give you advantage on it.
Okay, so I was heading upstairs.
Okay. Yeah, that's why I'm giving you this check.
Okay.
You hear a bunch of snake people upstairs.
Do elves just get proficiency in perception? They don't have advantage on it. Okay. I don't know why I thought they had advantage on it.
So I am suspicious that the person with the cloak is up there.
Oh, certainly.
And I'm also
certainly.
I'm also thinking, was there a window above that was looking down upon? Like, is there a window above the window in which we entered?
So the space that you saw her in would be directly above where you entered.
So there's another space, like there's another window looking down, basically.
Yeah. Let me try and explain this building to you a little bit so you have it right in your head. The first floor is probably about 20 feet high, okay? And that's where the landing that you landed on was. And it's probably about 50 feet wide from side to side and probably about 100 feet long, okay? You landed on its outer left side. The second floor is about 18 feet, or I'm sorry, yeah, about 18 feet high. And it is it has windows on its side, the stone closed windows, as you saw. And above that, it's not really so much on third floor as it's kind of like a enclosed roof. It has like stone pillars that kind of go up to a covering, but it's not really like a interior, if you get my meaning.
Yep.
So you're going up to that. You don't hear the sounds, and as you come up,
Rapier drawn.
sure. As you come up, you see an elvish maiden with a longbow, and it looks like she's grabbing a second arrow, preparing to fire it down into something. Based on the direction, you assume it's the Yuan-Ti, but you don't notice a blade kind of coming close to your neck, and a voice going, "Hello, love. You with the snakes?" And as you say that, the elvish girl kind of looks over at you. All right.
So wait, I'm sorry. So that voice came from the elvish girl?
No, from behind
from
you.
someone else.
There's a
Okay.
guy behind you who's holding a dagger to your throat.
Got it.
Behind. Basically, as you came up the steps, you did not hear him
I
drop down
understand.
behind you.
Yep. So he hasn't made to slit my throat yet?
He hasn't. He said, "Are you with the snakes?"
And I say, no.
Okay. She kind of looks at him, and she's kind of in Elvish, and you understand, of course. She says to him, "Hold him for now," and she puts the next arrow into. She basically readies the next arrow.
I want to help. Okay, never mind.
All right. Yeah. So your action, you can go ahead and make a persuasion check. I'll allow you to do that.
I'm not trying to lie.
I know persuasion, not deception. You're trying to convince. You're trying to convince.
This is the worst possible. My -1. Oh boy.
Oh, apparently
There
the
you go. You rolled a 19.
You have a bow, right?
I sure do.
She says, "Let him come shoot with me."
Beautiful.
She says it quickly.
Yes.
She's basically readying the next shot.
And I would run up to her and draw my bow, and whenever you're letting me do it, I'm fine.
Yeah, basically your action was persuading. So I'll allow you to kind of finally get up to the balcony so you can see what's happening. It looks like there's an arrow stuck in one of the Yuan-Ti's faces, and it looks like it's kind of gargling on its own blood. It looks like it was trying to cast a spell, and it's the cleric one. Okay. The 3 Malicens are going to turn their direction towards her. I'm going to do one of these, just to be fair. Perception. Okay. So since you just kind of ran up there and are kind of looking down, you weren't really being stealthy.
Mm-hmm.
One of them will shoot at you, but you'll have +5 to your AC for cover.
Okay.
Because higher ground and kind of a balcony. Yep. All right. So 3 shots. 2 at her and 1 at you. Okay. First one misses her. Second one, as it comes in, it kind of hits the wall and kind of bounces oddly. And it seems to be kind of like floating in air, and as it's spinning about. We'll get to that in a second. And then the one at you, 17 hit.
Not if you give me that bonus.
So it kind of scratches against the stone next to you and kind of flails to the side, just scraping your cloak just a little bit. You can see a bit of green ichor kind of like sitting where it cut your cloak.
Nasty.
All right. Siorsa, death saving throw.
Hey, actually,
Success. All right.
Nice.
Hello.
Oh my goodness, this is. I turn around. I'm guessing I see Seorsa, and I'm just like, grab him and let's just go upstairs after the other one. And I'm just going to start heading upstairs, yelling up, Devano, what have you found?
Okay.
'Cause
Grok?
I don't give a fuck.
Healer's kit to stabilize. What's his name? And then I'm gonna go upstairs with him in my arms,
You
or
make
like
it-
over my shoulder.
So to get up the stairs again, because of the ascent, it's going to take 2 turns, just like it did for the elf. So you're halfway up.
That's fine.
The Yuan-Ti priest will annoyed rather, kind of turn and start heading down the wall. As you watch it do so, Devano, you notice that it changes its shape into that of a snake. It looks like all of its robes just kind of fall to that position, and it just gets away.
Hmm.
All right. Devano?
Yeah, I'd like to fire at the closest enemy.
Okay. The one in the middle they're all equidistant, but the one in the middle looks like he's the most wounded.
May I do the bonus action hide first?
Yeah, certainly.
So I could roll a check if you want.
Yeah, you would need to.
Well, I don't roll checks unless you say so.
Sorry. So they will not be. They know you're there.
I'll fire anyway. Screw it.
Might as well, right?
Yeah.
That'll hit.
And I'll duck down.
So that one, you hit him pretty square in the chest. He starts to kind of bleed. Just very, very well. Unhappy with that. And then she'll go. She fires the shot. Again, this is all kind of happening simultaneously. She fires her shot. Bear with me here. Sorry. I don't know how she got closed out. Ah!
Come on, John, you're slowing things down.
No, you start with me.
Right.
Don't you start with me.
Oh, come on. You know you love it when I hassle you a little bit.
With me. What the heck?
What, is it just not opening for you?
It's doing that slow loading nonsense.
Stupid thing.
All right, so she's going to fire her longbow at the middle one. She'll miss. But as she's firing, or she'll hit, that hits. They only have 12. She's going to snatch, with her now free hand, the arrow that was fired at her right out of the air and fire it right back at him. She
That's
misses with
badass.
that one.
You a monk?
No. It just looked like because she got missed, I was just doing a thing. She just looks like a sweet, awesome, cool scout elf. All right.
You should ask for her phone number.
I'm definitely doing that.
She also ducks down, and you can hear like talking amongst the Yuan-Ti in their serpent tongue. They don't fire any arrows. All right. Siorsa is unconscious. No death saving throws. You were stabilized. Alum, you're in a bag.
I'm not in the bag anymore. I'm running up the stairs.
Oh, okay. So
remember, I had to hop out of the bag so I could do the spell.
You'd be able to make it to just the top of the steps, not to the balcony, and that's the edge, because you only move 25.
Right, that's perfectly fine.
So you can see there's an elf girl, a guy kind of looking down at you with a dagger. Looks like in the far corner there are 2 other individuals. Looks like a dwarf kind of lording over what looks like an old mage who looks like he's bleeding out of his neck, and it looks like his skin is actually peeling off of his face.
Oh, so that almost looks like it could be my handiwork.
And Gra, or if you want, you can dash, but you still have an action available.
No, I actually want to stop short of Alum. I don't want to take an already unconscious Siorsa into battle. Like, he's stable, but if he gets hits again, he's going down. You know what I
Okay.
mean? So I
you're
want to
staying with him.
stay with him, still a few steps down on the stairs, like waiting for the okay from Alum. He knows I have him. I'm
Got it.
assuming that like he's doing some sneaky halfling things while I
Yeah.
wait and make sure nobody charges in through from behind or pops out of the shadow.
I'll go ahead and get him off the board. He is now officially away.
Cool.
And Davano.
Again, I'd want to try to hide and then fire.
Stealth it. Yep. You duck down, kind of move to the side just a little bit, pop up, hold the bow kind of long ways instead of straight up, and fire the arrow down.
Really shitty.
Because of the unconventional and what you thought would be a cool way of holding it, because it's the way she seems to be holding her bow, you're not certain of yourself, and the arrow goes wide. And she kind of looks at you with like a like, and you're like, damn it.
Trying to be cool.
And then duck back down.
Yep.
Okay. In response to you firing, though, sorry, I apologize. I had already set that up. They were readying actions to fire back at you. You still have the +5 to AC because of higher ground, but you also notice that there's only 2 present on the surface there.
Could I yell back to Grok to say, "Watch the entrance"? Nice.
We're already
Certainly.
pretty much up the stairs.
Well, no,
I
Grok-
guess to watch the
Grok stayed
behind
down.
area.
Grok stayed down, didn't he? With
I am most of the way up the stairs, but not entering the room there. But I'm watching the stairs behind us.
Yeah, and he said
Davano.
that he was trying to carry up Seorsa.
Were you?
Yeah.
He said it.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah, that's why I figured even if I was dashing, like I'm not making it all the way up because I'm going to be encumbered.
Couldn't dash
with
with
his body.
couldn't dash with Seorsa anyways. Yeah.
Exactly. So I'm going to get like most of the way up the stairs and then kind of like lie his body down and turn.
Okay.
And kind
Well-
of just get ready for whatever.
Light spills into the room. You see a Yuan-Ti hop into the room and kind of look at you. He raises his bow and takes a shot. Because of the angle of the stairs, I'll give you +2 to your AC.
Do it.
I'm rolling freaking Andy good. They're apparently nervous around girls too, and the presence of her is making them all suck. And Siorsa, you're dying. Alum, you're up.
And going to go with my classic of fire.
Middle one.
Yeah.
Okay. It's not going to do much of a thing, but because of the height of the railing, you kind of have to climb up and fire the spell. So I was going to say you're going to have disadvantage for spell casting, but you hit the middle one. You hit the middle one, and you just watch it incinerate. Not really a middle one anymore because only 2 remain, but you watch it incinerate. You basically blasted to ashes.
All right. Well, you're trying to do something, Grok. I am kind of out of this stuff now.
Grok, that was you were firing over the railing, right? You weren't firing at the one that from behind.
Oh yeah, no, I was firing over the railing.
Okay, cool. Grok, the one that entered in, that'd be. I'm gonna go ahead and do that. He's about 20 feet away from you, back down the steps. Because of the angle of the steps, because of the reason you got cover, you'd have to get within 10 feet of him to be able to swing your polearm.
Totally understood. I will do so.
Okay.
Give me a second.
Yeah, John, I was saying the Grok thing just because we're buddy.
Oh, I'm sorry. How fucked up is he? I didn't look at the roll. I meant to say it's a reckless attack if he's like close, if he's hit at all.
He has never been hit.
Okay, then I wouldn't have reckless attacked. That's fine.
But still hits anyways.
I know. I don't want to impose disadvantage on myself if I don't have to. So
Right.
both of those on him. And I also have another question. You gave me a
Okay.
+1 weapon. Does the +1 apply to my polearm master attack as well?
Any attack that you make.
Okay. I didn't know if it was like the
Yeah.
blade was enchanted because it's a
Any-
glaive.
Any attack you make with the glaive. Yeah.
Fucking. Just making sure. So then that as well.
Okay. You smash into him with the blade, and then swing around, grab a hold of just below the blade, swinging the staff end out wide, smashing him against the face as well, and swinging it back into position. Kind of scraping against the walls as you do so because of the just narrow corridor here. He's bleeding from 2 large gashes and his jaw, and he's kind of looking at you with just hate. Devano, there's one left.
Yep. And so he's still outside?
Just the one. There's just one outside that you can see.
Same deal. I would want to hide and then fire.
Okay. Stealth it.
Yeah.
Give me a shot.
Come on. That hits.
Mhm.
I get
4 plus
sneak.
sneak. Give me it.
Sweet, sweet. Oh, crap.
Did it again.
Hold on.
You should be rolling, what, 3 or 4?
3.
Okay.
So 14 total.
All right. Pretty solid hit. You make him bleed his own blood.
Bleed his own blood.
She pops up and pulls 2 arrows. She fires the first one and misses, puts the second one, fires it, and just scrapes. All right. The one who's currently getting shot at, not terribly fond of this whole scenario, is going to go ahead and jump off of the ledge into the grass and kind of start moving away. He kind of makes it about, let's say, he's probably like 100 feet away from you guys, but still visible. Because of the concealment, though, from like the bush and what have you, I'm going to say you'll have disadvantage on any shot against him. And the other one, it's going to go ahead and take a shot. Oh, wow. I totally forgot. Actually, I'm gonna go. I totally forgot they have multi-attack. So for flavor, I'm gonna go ahead and just throw the longbow away, draw a scimitar, and come in. I'm gonna eat this bugbear.
Fuck yeah, dude. Let's do this thing.
All right, so multi-attack, scimitar. Did it go?
I
No.
didn't.
Yes.
Oh, there it is.
It just popped up.
And here's the bite.
Missed.
Also a miss. Man. All right. Siorsa has a fever dream. Yep. A mountain of salt falling on his head. Alan?
Can I see the guy over the railing?
Yeah, but he's 100 feet out. And again, like I said, any shots at him will have disadvantage.
Yeah,
If you
I'm
already-
going to. Well, I was going to spend my last sorcery point and just do 2. Well, actually, I don't think I can do it that way. Never mind. I'm not going to spend my last sorcery.
Do you have
Wait.
Firebolt?
I do have Firebolt. That's what I was going to do.
Yeah, I'd say
But
just jump over and fire one.
Yeah, that's what I was going to do.
So that'll hit.
Woohoo!
All right. And Grok.
I have a question.
Yeah.
How high up is the window?
It's probably about 4 feet. Or actually, no, it's probably about like 5 feet off the ground.
Oh, okay.
Kind of have to climb down into
from
it.
the outside.
Oh, so it's probably only about 3 feet off of the ledge, and then there's the ledge. So, like,
Okay.
outside the window, there's a ledge that's 10 feet wide away from the wall. You guys jumped
Right.
onto the ledge and climbed into the window.
Right. Okay, never mind then. It's not worth all that energy.
But
How
you-
messed up is this guy? If I do another,
Yeah,
let's say
he's-
20 damage or so, is he dropping?
I mean, he's bloodied. Is what I can tell you.
Okay. Nah, I'm not going to risk it. I don't have rage just to waste. 1, 2, 3.
Okay. So as you kind of slash into him, you kind of turn around fiercely and swing out with the butt end, but the body's already been kind of cut down and falls back, bleeding everywhere. So your butt end just kind of misses. He dies before the third attack.
Sweet. And then I'm gonna walk back to Siorsa.
Davano.
Or actually, is the
Oh.
window still open? Sorry.
Yes.
Can I go close the window again?
Yeah.
Cool.
Davano, it looks like you have one last shot.
Yeah, let's do it.
And consider yourself hidden. So if you're firing, what's your range on longbow?
It is really long. It is 150, 600.
Yeah. So this will probably be your last shot. But yeah, we'll go ahead and say that if you are doing your stealth trick, you'll have disadvantage for the length of the shot. It doesn't matter. It was basically going to equal regular shot, and that first dice roll is really bad.
Really bad.
As you kind of are aiming and trying to get like an aim, you kind of step back one step. You're trying to raise the bow up, and you're like, trying to figure it out. And she's kind of looking at you as you're doing it, and you kind of look over at her, and you're like, and you fire the arrow. It hits the roof's awning and kind of flies back, and you kind of just like drop the bow at your feet, and just kind of like, ah.
Oh, great.
Oh my goodness, you hit Seosa!
That's what I was about to type.
No, he's not up at the top. The arrow goes down the steps. It breaks into a bunch of arrows like Genji or like Hanzo's craziness and just murders everyone inside. Yeah. That fumble. And she'll take 2 shots as well. That'll hit, and that'll hit. She kind of waits after looking at you, and she goes, and then very quickly, thunk, thunk, and you watch the arrows sail over a wall, and you hear a loud from over there. It seems she hit and killed.
I wonder if we can upgrade our model.
The guy with the dagger is kind of looking at the halfling, and in Elvish says to the girl, "Spellcaster, you got him?" She says, "Yeah." And she's kind of watching Davano as she kind of starts pacing into the center of the room. "Who the hell are you?" she says in common.
I answer in common, I guess, that we are looking for the soulmonger.
Seems like everyone's coming out this way. Well, then be on your way.
Can you offer us any assistance?
Why would we offer you any assistance? You offered none. You offered us trouble. You brought them to us. We'll have to leave this place now, and my friend's not in any shape to travel.
Who is your friend?
None of your business. We thank you for your aid in helping solve your problem, but be on your way.
Ouch. Anyone with more charisma want to jump in and take a stab at this?
What are you looking at me for?
As you kind of start
standing here.
As you kind of start moving your lips, you notice that she has an arrow in her hand, and she's kind of knocking it, and she just kind of is glaring at you, Alum.
Yeah, I was asking why everyone's staring at me.
So
They want to be on their way. Let them go on their way. We'll be
let's
fine with
go.
that.
Sure. Let's leave.
wait, you hear from the back. Wait.
So we'll turn back.
She looks at you too. Or, yeah, there's only 2 of you up here right now. And then finally, Grak kind of comes in and sets the Furbolg down, seeing the situation's a bit complicated.
Harry?
There, to what you can see, the room, you see there's an elf woman with bow. She has an arrow knocked, but it doesn't look like she's raised it. Her attention appears to be on the halfling. There's a man standing there with a kind of silverish-looking dagger off to the side, kind of arms crossed, but it looks like, Grok, you've kind of seen brigands like this. It looks like he's ready to pounce, even though he's trying to give the illusion that he's calm and just, debonair, or just like not caring. And then in the far end of this chamber that you're in, or this roof that you're on, there appears to be a dwarf kind of standing over, or not standing over, kind of like crouched over a what appears to be a dying man, an older looking gentleman, or he looks older. His throat appears to be kind of bleeding blood, just slowly. It looks mostly dried, and his skin is peeling off of his face.
Grok isn't gonna say anything yet.
Okay.
No one's purposely addressed him, right?
You didn't say you had wounded, she says as she looks to the Furbolg. You can see the guy in the back kind of trying to get up, and the dwarf's kind of, no, lad, no. It's not worth it. It's just strangers. Don't worry about it. We'll get out of here. We'll get the soulmonger for you. The elf kind of looks to your friend. Is he dead?
Not yet. He's stable at the moment.
She very quickly reaches to her side and pulls out something and throws it towards you, Grok. It's kind of a lob, not a chuck.
Mm.
It's something you could probably snatch out of the air. It looks like it has a reddish glint as it moves towards you.
I will grab it, catch it.
Appears to be a potion of healing.
I'll give it to him.
2d4 plus 2, Furbolg.
Hey.
Nice.
Almost perfect.
I will look back at the halfling and kind of nod, but not like verbally thank her. It's kind of awkward for me.
The human kind of looks over to the elf and says, in Elvish, so that's 2 they owe us, I guess? She kind of smiles, just like smirks, and looks to Devano. And then she looks back to him. The jig is up. There's an elf. We can't... And she kind of shakes her head. He kind of goes, yeah.
Siorsa in Elvish replies to them, if you wouldn't mind, I could use a little bit of a rest before... Or no, when he first wakes up, he would have said, did we, just regularly, did we finish off the snake people?
The brigand kind of looks over to the girl, and in Elvish says to her, I'll watch them. Go handle what needs to be handled. She nods and starts walking away, and she says, sure, and take your time resting here as long as you like, she says. You can hear the sarcasm in her tone.
In Elvish, because I was speaking earlier, I just heard the Elvish. Thank you very much. Completely ignoring the sarcasm.
If we could take a short rest, let's do that.
Is this the best place to take a rest? I'm just thinking this is, there's a bunch of snake people out there that want to kill us and all of that sort of stuff.
I
mean, it's just a thought. We can try staying here if you want, but...
I think that makes sense. How long for that short rest? Is it an hour?
Yep. As you guys are preparing to do that, you can see the old man fighting with the dwarf, and finally he kind of pushes him back. The dwarf kind of stumbles onto his butt, and the old man kind of gets up and starts kind of walking towards you. And he kind of is got a very strange, very unhealthy move. The Elvish girl runs over to him, kind of gives him a shoulder to help him up. And he says in Elvish, walk me over to them. Let me talk to them. And she does. And he kind of comes over to you, holding his throat. And he looks at you. Who sent you here? Or do you come for your own reason? Who among you is dying? Who among you do you fear for?
What is this fear thing that he's talking about? I'm confused.
Ignoring a loom, I respond, well, I'm pretty straightforward. We came here with our patron, Silvani Silvestri, for she too seems to be suffering from the effects of the soulmonger. We come here to destroy it and take away the curse from this land.
Many heroes are. Many great names, to be sure. But you're no great people. And yet you still came into this horror. For what? For coin? For coin?
Who
As
are
he's
you calling
gaggling.
not great?
I reply, I cannot speak as to the intentions of my companions here, but I come on a mission from my goddess Myliki, for I am her servant to rid this unnatural curse upon the land.
You have no chance. You have no chance. Azaric. Zarek. He's too strong for you.
Is there any way we might gain advantage upon him to help further the likelihood of success?
He looks to Davano. Your friends have heart. You look like you have brains. Will you listen to reason?
Sure, tell us what you know.
I'm not telling you what I know. I'm giving you one last chance to get out of here.
Unfortunately, we can't do that. We're committed to this task.
And not only do you commit yourself to death, but you also commit my friends here to it as well.
How so? I thought that by ridding the
She looks.
curse
She's
of the
looking
soul.
at him like. She's looking at him really angrily. I'm not trying to cut you off. I just wanted to make sure you understood that she's also reacting to what he said. And then you were saying.
I was saying that how so? By removing the curse of the soulmonger, aren't we? And then I guess whatever, explaining that it helps people rather than hurts them.
You can't stop it. There's no way you can stop it. It's not your fate to do it.
Who is fated to do this then?
I don't know if anyone is. But the rule of death is being enforced again. People like me thought they could pay coin to be rid of it. They could live forever. They could travel and do as they pleased.
Davano would say, I'm sorry that you've lost your way. And then I would turn to the woman and see if she says anything, but perhaps you can help us.
We're not helping you. We're helping him, even though he doesn't want it.
Well, I believe that we might have a situation where we share a common enemy, and in pursuit of our own friends, we can work together, perhaps.
The guy on the side cuts you off as you're talking. He says, nope, we're on our way out. And he uncrosses his arms, walks over to the elf girl, and makes a gesture to take him. And the old man says, he's looking at the elf, and you can see the sorrow in his eyes. And he says, please take them. Please. It's your last. That's enough. Come on, let's go. The brigands kind of throws him over his shoulder, and they start kind of heading away. The dwarf walks over to you guys as they're kind of gathered and prepared to leave. Looks like they're going to exit, not out the steps, but they're just going to be leaving out the south side of the building, out the windows. The dwarf walks over to you and says, "Did I hear you say Myliki, eh?"
Yes.
Well, hopefully she's got more presence here in the wilds than Morden does. All this stone gone to waste, covered in foliage. Damn shame, really. Damn shame. Good luck. Kind of starts walking away from you.
And as he trails off, I say, and to you as well.
Yeah, and don't let Zavindo hit your ass on the way out.
You tell him.
I give Aloom a dirty look.
The elf girl looks to Davano and says, it has something to do with the temples. If your true goal is to find the soulmonger, then you need to deal with the temples. That's what we're trying to do.
We were attacked by creatures, and I would point in the direction of the west where there was the entrance and say, I guess the temple is there?
No, it's the Fane of the Night Serpent.
The temple is to the north?
Temples. There are 9 of them.
Temple.
There are 9 gods.
Oh, so like that monkey guy we found earlier.
You found one?
Yeah,
What?
we found a monkey.
Oh wait, do we still have that cube?
I think we do.
One of
I
them.
would want to show that.
She looks at you and says, "Hand it over."
No,
Why
you
would
find
we
your
do
own
that?
cube.
Get your own cube.
The brigand kind of sets the old man down and kind of starts walking over there. But as he does so, you notice that the old man kind of starts kind of following after him, and so does the dwarf.
This old man, he's important to you, yes?
Yeah, so they all kind of get within close range of you, and the old man's kind of standing deliberately behind the dwarf.
So I would
Is
say
the
I
old
show
man
you.
taller than the dwarf?
By much, but he's kind of leaning over.
Pointing to the cube, I would say I show you this as a sign of good faith.
As you're about to hand it over, the old man pushes the dwarf forward, and he slams into the elf. The old man's holding on to the dwarf and grabs the brigand. The brigand's like, "Huh?" And he says a powerful arcane word, and as he does so, all four of them vanish in a purple gust.
What?
Make an arcana.
Probably.
So I'm not motioning to give it to him. I have it in my hand and I'm showing
Well,
it.
they're,
Showing it.
they're gone
I know.
now,
They didn't take it. They didn't take it.
and they're gone.
They did not take it.
I mean,
Right, they didn't
Did
take
they
it, and now they're
see it?
gone.
Before it vanished?
They did, but then they
Yeah.
vanished.
Okay.
Your arcana check, you're not sure, but you're pretty certain that it's a teleportation spell of some sort.
Yeah, I figured that much from.
Probably a powerful one. And
Well,
anybody,
they're not the problem.
if you'd like, you can go ahead and make an insight check. Just throw one out there to kind of, what the fuck just happened?
What the fuck did just happen? Oh, lovely.
So, Siorsa and Devano, you would kind of notice that the old man was trying to convince you guys to convince them to leave. And it seemed like they kept on keeping him away from all of them together. And in that last moment, he was able to get everybody close enough to cast a teleportation spell and pull them away. He didn't want them sacrificing themselves. He didn't want them killing themselves. And so he's trying to save them by letting himself die.
Wow.
You would,
Noble.
you would
I
see
see
that there's still a bag sitting by the sitting over by the where they were going to leave.
I go over and check it.
Okay. It seems that the bag has a bit of spittle kind of on it. It looks like it was the old man's bag. And from what you can tell, one second here.
Is there spittle inside?
On the outside, yeah.
Yeah.
Where the hell? Sorry, bear with me here.
That's fine. Take your time. So, guys, my character's an asshole.
Yeah.
Hey guys, I was about to do a 30 damage lightning bolt that would shoot them 10 feet away, and then I got arrowed.
You sure did.
That
salt, I was so mad.
I used to be an adventurer, and then I took an arrow to the everywhere.
As you do. All right. So you would open up the bag, and inside you would see that there are two of the cubes. Just like the one that you guys found.
Are there any different markings on the cube? So they must have come from different temples?
They certainly sure have. Yeah, they do appear to have come out from different temples. There's also a piece of parchment that has some kind of scribbling on it. Looks like it's writing some sort of legend.
The Legend of Zelda?
nothing.
Is that not showing?
No, just the title, but no image in the
Yeah,
square.
there's no image.
So the 9 gods correspond to 9 temples, and then there are 9 cubes.
Let me see if I
Well,
can't
I'm
make.
guessing.
Oh, let me see if there's a handout. Nope, there isn't. Okay. Here we go. There you go.
Thank you.
Where is it?
It's
Yeah.
on the Legend of the Nine Gods thing. Exit
Okay.
out of it and reopen it, and it should be there. That's what I did.
Mine just
Super.
popped up.
I don't see an image. I see. Okay, there's writing. Okay, got it.
Right. And then the stones that you find. So you have.
We have one from it was the monkey, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we had the
Wongo.
monkey.
Obolaka. What is that? Is it a bear?
Make of
It's
it
a
what you
Wookiee.
will.
Nang Nang looks like a reptile of some sort.
I think Nang Nang's froggish. It looks like, but so we have a lizard frog and a Wookiee. I'm gonna say it's a Wookiee.
I'd go with that.
Probably.
You could always read the legend. It might have some descriptions there.
It calls Wongo a Sioux monster, but that's not a monkey. There are purple. It looks like linkable, but does it go to anything?
Not for you.
Okay.
No links for you.
Links for you. So it's using adjective. I'm sorry, it's using adjectives to describe the name. So that might help us a little bit. Wise, wily, brave.
Sure. The thing you would notice too is that symbol, Nang Nang, actually looks familiar. The sunken temple to the north of you, it appears to have the same symbol.
Oh, okay.
Make of that what you will.
So when the place where we got the monkey one from, did that look like it was a temple with it, or is that just a structure that had that in it?
It had the symbols on it for the monkey, for Wongo.
So we could assume that was a temple.
Right.
So I guess if the one to the north is the symbol of Nang Nang, then we shouldn't go to that temple because it's already been cleared out and they achieved the goal of getting the cube. So we wanted to go to the ones that we don't have cubes for, perhaps.
You just have to find them.
Right.
You're currently standing in the highest building that you can see.
Are there any indications on the other buildings that they might correspond to, like temples?
Divano, what do your elf eyes see?
Yeah, I
You
can
know-
see really far.
You know what I want. Cue that. Yeah. All right. So You can see what look like 3 total that you presume are temples. You have this one here that you've already, figured out. Appears to be the Nang Nang one. There's one out this way. It does not have a symbol you recognize, and it's kind of hard to decipher from here, but you're certain that it's not one of the 2 that you have. And then there's this one here, and that appears to be, what was the other one you just got? Obolaka's shrine.
So the one right here is the only one that we
Correct.
didn't have a cube for.
Right. Actually, with your check as well, let's see. Hold on. Yeah. Sorry.
No worries.
You can. That's it. That's all you can see.
That's fine. So as I'm looking out over that area, can I get a sense of whether or not the water is traversable?
Yeah, it's traversable. It would definitely take some work, swimming or some sort of raft. Yeah, I was about to say that one as well. That one's very visible from where you're looking. That shrine looks like it's kind of turned away from you, but based on the fact that you have the 2 of the ones closest to you, you're pretty sure that that one's one you don't have yet.
Which can you ping that one again?
Lava Island.
Got it.
Don't know how the hell we get there, but unless there's an invisible bridge, goes
Grok.
from here. to
Grok,
here.
throw me.
Toss me. You cannot make the jump. You'll have to toss me.
Don't
Also
kill
looking. All right. Looking from this, we're never going to get through this. This is the last night of this. How are we going to finish this?
Very careful.
Looking that way, is there anything that we might be able to use as a makeshift raft?
So you're looking specifically at the shoreline, and you actually see that there's already a raft present. It looks like it was their raft.
Oh,
it's actually kind of a canoe, actually.
Okay. Any sign of the Yuan teas nearby?
By this point, yeah, you would notice that there's a lot of movement over at the Fane. Looks like they're readying somewhere outside of it.
Right.
I say if we go out the back way.
Yeah, so at this point, we've taken a rest, and could everyone get back what they need to?
Wait, did we take a rest, or were we just looking around?
Well, I assume that all this was happening as we were taking a rest.
No. You guys have not had an hour to rest.
Yeah, no.
There's okay.
Definitely not been enough time for that.
Okay.
This has happened in 5 minutes.
Whatever you guys want to do. I'm at full health, and I don't have any resource management like you do.
Yeah, if we're going out to the back way, I have, nothing left, and I'm about dead.
I got 9 health.
Did you want to try to take a short rest here?
No.
No.
They're going to come in here and kill us.
Okay,
Why
so
would we
let's
take
go
a
out the
short
back.
rest in here?
Well, I was wondering. Okay, fine. Let's go out the back way and make our way out of here then.
It's okay, Andy. It's totally fine.
No worries.
Aloon's an
I was
asshole.
unclear what you meant.
Siortha mentions he doesn't know how far he could travel without resting first.
Well, we're not staying here.
Well, you can descend down the outside of the building and kind of get to the raft and start moving on water, or you can try and find some sort of sanctuary in one of these buildings up against the cliff.
Let's start moving.
Yeah, I say if we take the raft and get
out of here.
some
Okay.
distance.
All right, so I need one thing from you guys. The raft it's got oars. It can be paddled by up to 2 people, so you can have one person helping, one person rolling athletics.
Grak athletics. Siorsa help. Is that right?
I'm not trained in athletics. If that means
Oh, okay.
and I'm proficient in land vehicles, not naval vehicles. So I wouldn't be good for rowing either, necessarily.
Okay.
I can do athletics.
Okay, so who is the leader? The roller, Grok?
Yeah.
Grok, go ahead and make a athletics check with advantage. You manage to move at a pretty good clip, even though you're kind of heading upstream effectively. Yeah, that said, somebody roll a D100.
I will.
I got
70 dragons.
If you've noticed, I'm progressively rolling lower. What, like
Yeah.
97, 90, and then 85. Oh, it's 7.
Okay. And then do me a favor and roll a D10.
This is going to determine how many Yuan-Ti spring out of the water.
All right. So as you're sailing along, I'm going to go ahead and use Grok as the instrument of my movement. Kind of moving along the waterway. Oh. Had a stack. You're moving along the waterway. So you can kind of move into these buildings here to kind of, avoid sight, or you can continue forward along the outside of these buildings and the outside of the wall.
Is it possible for Grak to get us like up in this area?
Yeah, that was one of the options I gave him.
Okay. That's
So
what I suggest.
Into the narrow ways or along the outside of the wall. Zach.
I mean, personally, I prefer the narrow ways.
Okay.
Do it.
Well, you're the pilot, so you're the one driving. Okay.
Narrow ways.
As you kind of head up the street, the first street that you get to, and kind of enter into the cross section there, you start to kind of move the boat through and start to turn. But as you're doing so, as you're kind of moving the boat, large hands covered with like muck come up out of the water and slam onto the edges of the boat and kind of hold it in place. Bear with me here.
Remind me not to come here again for my vacation.
All right. Everybody can go ahead and take some form of basically reactive action to it. Yeah.
Okay.
Some sort of reaction to it?
I'm gonna hold tightly to get a tighter grip on the boat so I don't fall out.
If you'd like to take an action to kind of do something to the hands, you can.
Oh, I see.
Could I potentially determine this to be an attack against me that does 0 damage?
No.
Damn.
It's not an attack against you. I'm holding the boat. So Alum shoots poison at it. Okay.
Some of my fun spells would just probably destroy the boat, so I don't want to do that. I shall. This is probably really stupid, but I am going to cast. Here we go. Let's do this. Spirit Guardians.
Okay.
So they move slower, and if they're there, they have to make a Wisdom saving throw and take damage.
You can designate a number of creatures you can see, so to be unaffected by it. So your guy is cool. And 3d8 radiant damage on a failed save, half as much on a successful one. Okay. So there appear to be 4 total creatures.
I designate all of them.
Well, you designate who you don't want to be bad or be messed on. Right. So 4 saves.
Why is it hitting me? Why is it hitting me?
All right.
So they take, I guess, 19 damage
Yeah.
for the ones that failed, and then half.
I got it.
On that. Yeah.
Yeah, I got it. And then Andy, are you doing anything?
I'm holding on to the boat and looking. I'm scanning the area surrounding to see if there's any other signs of other creatures like this.
Okay. Remaining aware. No need for perception. There aren't. And Zach, I assume you're trying to maintain the boat, or are you just getting up and starting to brawl?
No, I'm trying to maintain the boat.
We don't want to
Okay.
flip over.
Yeah.
Then we won't have much action to,
Yeah.
Don't
No.
worry, guys. I got the DOT going right now.
Perfect.
Ah!
What? So
Holy
I said
shit.
I didn't see anything, and that means that. So I didn't see any of this happening.
As they kind of pull themselves up, not all using the boat as weight, but they kind of do start tearing at the boat a bit. It does look like they're holding onto it with one hand, so they've got it in place. 4 lumbering creatures raise up, and in one hand they have large, just rusted iron morning stars that they hold up into the air all in unison above you as they prepare to slam them down on the boats. Roll initiative.
Guys, I sense the gods are trying to kill us.
By God, you mean John?
Well,
No, he was right the first time.
out of character,
Oh.
yes.
I know. You think so?
No, I don't at all. Ugh, have you seen me? Gross.
What is with my initiative rolls?
What's with my initiative rolls?
Nice job. Yay! I like that roll.
Just as a question, John,
That means they don't do anything?
Is the raft that we're on wooden/flammable right now?
It's more of a canoe, really, or a just like a rowboat, really. And yeah, it appears to be covered with kind of a lacquer, or what's it called? Not lacquer.
A tar.
Pitch. Yeah, that.
So it's flammable.
Oh, it's flammable.
I realized I have to spell water walk. Peace out, guys.
Just runs across the water. All right, Alum, you're first. Actually, Davano hasn't rolled. Wait, Davano has rolled.
I rolled really badly.
Fucking
Brock
Zach hasn't rolled. Zach, are you still playing?
Yes.
You with us,
yes,
Zach?
I am.
How high are you, Zach?
Sorry.
How high?
I'm like all of it.
All the high.
You stop petting that cat.
No,
she's
dude,
so
she keeps
soft.
nuzzling my face. I can't like fucking focus because she's shoving her face in my face, and I can't see the goddamn screen. It's really
Grab her
aggravating.
body and remove her face from your face by pulling the body to the side and setting it down on the floor.
Yeah, but then she gets
But then,
bitey.
Alum, you're up.
When
I am going to use my last sorcery point and twin firebolt 2 of them. I guess the
You can actually hit all 4 of them if you detonate the blasts. Actually, you can hit all 4 of them with both if you detonate them kind of above and off to the sides.
I'm doing
But doesn't
that.
twinning have to have targets?
Let me double check. Unfortunately,
Twinning has to be a single target spell.
Yeah, I'm using firebolt. It is a single target spell.
Right.
Fireball's not a single target, though.
Firebolt.
Firebolt.
Bolt. Yeah, you can hit 2 of them, no problem.
Yeah, because I have no spell slots left. So first
Gotcha.
one, second one.
Both hit.
One of those hits. Oh, good. Yeah.
Yeah,
so-
as you're shooting them, we're going to go ahead and say the north 2. Does that sound good?
yeah, that's the 2 that I wanted to anyway.
As you're hitting them, you're realizing that, they're really not. They're not too hard to hit at all.
Oh, that's okay. I'm going to die in the next round anyway.
Let's see. Hopefully you all will. Yeah.
John
Wait, what?
wants to go to sleep because he's been working so late.
I don't give a shit. My wife's out of town, so. And one of the ones that you poisoned, the one on the north right corner is the one that you poison sprayed.
All right, sounds good.
Okay. All right, Grok. I mean, technically, I gotta
controlling
go.
the ship. Do you need me to do anything to do that?
Ship seems to be held in place by the ogre zombies.
Is there
So
anything
if you
I
want,
can do to?
also, Devano is also maintaining a row on the ship. So if you were to get up and fight,
Okay.
Switch
Yeah,
places
it-
like that.
fucking fuck one of these things up.
yeah.
Let's do this. Bloop, bloop, bloop.
Okay. Are you attacking the one that's?
Oh, I meant to
well,
bonus action rage before I did that, but I'm attacking. Oh, actually, should I rage?
Yes,
I've only got one rage left.
rage.
We were hoping to get a rest in anyway, so might as well just use it.
Okay. Well, I get it back on long, not short. But yeah,
bummer.
let's do it.
Well,
I mean,
Yeah.
I'm literally out of spells right now.
I'm gonna be a tool. You did click the pole arm already, so
Yeah.
we're just gonna say
That's
that is your
That's
bonus
fine.
action. Did you go ham
worries.
on one? Right.
Yeah.
And it's the one that Alum's focused on, right?
Yeah, we're shutting down action economy. We're all focused on one. I thought, or that was my plan.
Just
I'm
double
just
checking.
following up. Yeah. No worries.
That one's kind of like falling apart as you kind of cut into its chest. Its guts start spilling out, and so does a bunch of like bilgy, nasty-looking water. And you're pretty sure a couple of like weird-looking suckerfish kind of fall out of its guts onto the deck of your ship. All right, Devano, you're holding the boat. If you want to. I mean, again, they are also holding the ship in place. Make a perception check. This one's a freebie.
Yeah, awesome.
All right. So, and this one's on site, so I'll give you the advantage for it. You would note that if they intend to, they will break your ship apart with no problem. And then you'll be kind of stuck in the water with a lot of problems, specifically for the heavy armored of Siorsa.
Right.
On the bright side, Andy, a bitch won't be one of them.
So in terms of their size,
Well,
right?
let me get to the thing that you're seeing here. That's just that should be common knowledge. I think I made that kind of clear. But what you're seeing is you're at kind of a cross section of two roads, and behind the giant to the northeast of you, there's a building that's kind of lower and just out of the water. You're pretty sure that if you were to kind of dart up the zombie and kind of jump over it, you might be able to land on that building, which is a bit more solid a structure than this boat. And if Siorsa were to do likewise, he might be able to make it to the deck there, or to that.
Is this a large enough creature that I can jump on it?
Oh, if you make an acrobatics check.
Yeah, I'm going to do that. I also want to attack while I'm on it, and then jump off and take the rest of my movement. Is that possible? Or is that too much action?
I would say because you're kind of moving across him and he'll be effectively difficult terrain, you could probably get off of him onto the building, and that would be it.
So I couldn't do an attack at the same time?
Oh, no. Yeah, you could attack. I thought you were saying you were going to try and move further in.
No. I wanted to jump on it, attack, and then try to jump to safety.
Oh, okay. So then, like, take the dash action as a bonus action. You can move in further, yeah.
Move closer to the building that you say is a place as an exit, right?
Well, okay. So what I'm saying is you can kind of dart over the zombie and get to that safe building. I'm not saying there's a building that's an exit. I'm saying there's a building that you can get onto that's going to be safer than this boat you're on.
I see. Yeah, let's do that then.
Okay. Go ahead and make an acrobatics check. You dart up the hand that's holding the boat and kind of leap off of its shoulder and kind of like do a spin, kind of land behind him on the safe roof. You still have your
Could I-
bonus action and your action.
I still have a bonus action and an action. Awesome. So could I hide and then unhide?
You are on a flat top
All right, fine.
roof. Yeah, there's nowhere to duck.
And how far away is the creature? Is it within striking distance?
Like 5-10 feet.
Great. So then we will go with the rapier.
Draw the rapier and stab down at it in its back.
Am I the only creature within 5 feet of it?
Everybody on the boat is adjacent to it.
Okay. And then I will strike it with my dagger.
Oh no, that would be sneak attack. You can sneak attack on that. Is what I was saying.
Oh, okay, okay.
And roll me a 20-sided dice.
Sure. God damn it. So then I'm going to take the bonus action hide.
Again, you're on a flat rooftop.
I'm not going to do that then. Fine. I'm not going to do that. Could I take more movement to put as much distance between myself and it as possible?
Yeah. So the roof that you're on is probably about 50 by 50 square. And you jump.
So I'll take maximum distance then, so that I could fire with my longbow from a distance.
Okay.
Wait, you didn't use your dagger?
Well, he rapiered it and got a pretty solid hit and pulled the rapier free. And then when he swung in with the dagger, he stabbed it, but he stabbed it in a part that didn't look as weak as the first point. And as he kind of tried to pull away, the dagger stuck. So I'm gonna ask you, because again, I didn't get a chance to say it because we were getting to the next part. But do you want to leave the dagger, or do you want to try and take the dagger?
I have more than one dagger, and Tim, I have the swashbuckler, so I can move away without an opportunity attack.
Oh, so you still had movement left.
I did.
Well,
Okay.
He get a bonus action and just dash again. Yeah.
Well, the dash part, I didn't know if he could do if he used a bonus action to attack with a dagger.
Oh, I gotcha. Yeah, no, he probably would be only about 10 feet away then. Because he jumped over it. Like I was saying, that was about 15 feet of movement. So 20 feet of movement because of,
Sure.
So you're about 10 feet in.
Okay.
10 feet on the building. Suarset.
All right, so this one has been all sorts of messed up, and then this one's been all sorts of messed up.
It looks like it's falling apart too.
Okay. And then which one was the one that passed its saving throw against my spirit guardians?
That one in the bottom right corner is the freshest.
Okay. And does I'm gonna look at 2 spells real quick. Do I think I could catch?
Make a perception check for me.
Okay.
Devano had the right idea. If you stay on this boat, you're going to be in the water, and in the armor that you're in, you're going to be under the water.
I can always cast Water Walk if I need to.
Okay.
Now, does it look like I could catch 2 of these guys in a 15-foot cube?
15-foot radius or 15-foot, like just... Okay, so you're casting Thunder Wave or whatever, right?
That's the first spell I'm considering.
Yeah, you could catch 2 of them.
And let's see. Does it list a size? Creature, on a successful save, the creature takes half much damage and isn't pushed. Okay, so
With-
if they...
And with your perception check, you would know that if you fling them away, they're not letting go of the boat.
okay, that's a bad idea.
Yeah, they're in a grapple with it.
Okay. Okay. I guess I'll follow Devano's lead and take the disengage action.
Okay, make an either athletics check or acrobatics check, your choice.
How smart am I? I'll make an acrobatics. Didn't help.
So you try to dart up the arm following Devano, and it kind of flinches, it kind of leans in, and you fall off to the side and splash into the water.
Okay.
You still have an action, though.
No, I took the disengage action.
Oh,
so
okay.
Attack of opportunity.
You can kind of swim away from it a little bit. Well, actually, no, you probably can't. Actually, never mind. Your athletics check.
That's pretty terrible.
Well, you still would have moved up to the top of it and fell. So Yeah, you are technically quote unquote prone in the water at the end of your turn. Okay. And then when do the spirit guardians attack again?
At the start of their turn.
Okay, got it. So now go ahead and cast it again.
All right, I think I can actually hit it on the spell. Spirit
Or
Guardian
is it?
speed.
Hold on. When you cast a spell, an effective creature's speed is halved, and when the creature enters the area the first time. Okay, so then it didn't on the casting. It didn't initiate it. So the damage
Okay.
that they have taken is just from.
Okay.
Got it.
Cool.
We'll count that as their first one. All right. So then they're all going to just slam in on the boat. If you are on the boat,
Constitution or charisma saving throw?
Charisma.
what? I'm effectively
Oh,
going to.
charm the boat.
I'm going to make 4 attacks. Okay. And we're going to go, since the only 2 people on the boat remaining are Grok and his. You're not in his bag, are you?
Nope.
No. Okay.
I'm on my own. This is bad, guys. My athletics and acrobatics suck.
Each of you will probably take a single hit from the Morningstar, and then the other 2 are kind of centering it on the boat for the tearing. So, first attack against Grok. Second attack against the Halfling. Zach, take 13. And the boat tears asunder. Go ahead and make a dexterity saving throw. Dexterity saving throw to see if you can go feet first instead of ass over tea kettle.
Grok, remember, Captain always goes down with his ship.
Halflings underwater and face first.
Face first.
Grok, you kind of just like as the boat kind of falls and splinters out around you, you kind of just drop into the water. You're ready to tread water on your turn.
Fuck yeah.
All right, Alum, you're going to need an athletics check to see if you can right yourself, or if you're going
Oh no.
Like a rock to the bottom, guys.
You're having trouble getting up out of the water. Something kind of brushes into your face, and it kind of has a weird padding to it, or like a fur to it, and you're kind of confused, and you don't know exactly what it is. And as you kind of stir away from it, you kind of bash into something really solid, but it has kind of like this strange fleshiness to it. And there seems to be something kind of stuck to your arm. You don't know what's happening. You're really not able to kind of right yourself to do anything. Are you stabbing what you hit with the dagger?
I'm trying to throw a dagger underwater.
You managed to drop a dagger. All right. Okay, Grok, you are currently in the water, your favorite place. All of the morning stars are kind of slammed inward, so both of their arms are kind of pushed in towards you, and you're kind of in the middle of their arms. You're pretty sure that they're lumbering enough that you could probably climb up them if you wanted to, as you saw Davano do. You probably won't do it as gracefully as he did, but what would you like to do?
I gotta get out of the water. So,
the only way out of the water at this point is either trying to swim underneath them and then to one of the buildings on the side, or trying to climb up them to one of the buildings on the side.
I'm gonna try and. Actually, I could probably hold my. Nah, I'm climbing them. I'm gonna Shadow of Colossus this shit. That seems like the move that I would make.
Athletics.
Yeah.
You are on whichever one you choose. Just put yourself on top of them. Okay. And you can go ahead and, while holding on to it, make attacks. But if you're using a two-handed weapon, I'd say you'd have disadvantage.
Okay, that's fair. Bleep. Bleep.
Hit. Hit.
Bloop.
Hit. Attacking the one that you're on top of course.
Yeah, dude. I'm just slashing it. Kind of freaking out.
You kind of put a bit of its flesh displaced out and around and kind of smack it in its head, and its head spins around 360 degrees, snapping the tendons and flesh that remain around its neck. It's kind of staring at you, its head on backwards now. It seems to still be sentient and like conscious, but like zombie conscious. All right. Devano, you're about 10 feet away from this mess.
Yep, I'm going to actually step back away from it, get sort of maximum distance from it, and I like to fire at it.
Okay, the building that you're on is about 50 feet by 50 feet, so you're at the long diagonal, effectively, so I would say you're about 75 feet.
Okay.
Well, 30 or whatever your speed is, and then you're attacking.
Yep.
Yep. That'll hit, and sneak attack. All right. Grok, go ahead and make a dexterity saving throw. As the arrow kind of hits it in its head, kind of underneath your legs, you can watch as its eyes kind of roll into the back of its head, and it kind of like just clamps down on the arrow, snapping it, and kind of starts to fall like backwards. But backwards for it is not the way it's looking. Well, backwards for it is the way it's looking, because it's like heavier mass, like its back muscles are, facing the building. You kind of steer it so that it falls kind of in place, and it's just kind of kneeling in the water. It's now effectively an island for you, stuck there.
Cool.
It's dead.
How far away is the other giant? This one
They're
to my right?
probably about 10 feet away. And the same's true of the other one, like to the south, and then 15 feet away for the one diagonally away.
Perfect.
Siorsa, you made your athletics check, or did you fail it?
I have yet to make an athletics check.
Oh,
again.
sorry. Go ahead, make one.
Well,
your initial one when you fell into the water.
Oh, I didn't. I rolled an 8 to try and climb up his arm.
Oh, no. When you hit the water, did I make you make one?
No, you didn't. You
Go
just
ahead.
went off my 8.
Oh, right. You splashed head first. Right.
Yeah.
Go ahead and roll a new one. See if you can write yourself. Okay. You managed to get above water. You still have your action.
All right. And does it look like if I don't try to swim disengagedly, I would take an attack of opportunity from some of the other ones, or
So you would have actually fallen off there. So yeah, that one that's really, really wounded would probably be still threatening you.
okay. Oh gosh, yeah, I'm gonna disengage and swim away onto land if I can.
Okay, you swim north a little bit and then kind of hop up onto the building, pull yourself up. You can see Devano. You're kind of dripping wet. You kind of roll in about 5 feet. It's about as far as you can get because swimming half your speed. So you're just on the lip of the building there.
And then I will cast. So I was and
Okay.
attack this guy right here.
Okay. That'll hit. You'll take 8. And go ahead and cast Spirit Guardians again for the damage.
Woo, yeah. Where did that go? Spirit Guardians, repeat. I wish I rolled better, but hey, damage is
These are
damage.
very wise undead ogres.
Okay. They're going to go ahead and...
Beat the halfling! Beat the halfling!
One is going to actually reach down to grapple the halfling. This one's going to step kind of on top of the halfling, not really paying attention to its presence, and swing at Grok. And this one's going... Go ahead.
Does Grok get his Polar Master reaction attack?
Polar Master reaction attack. It stepped in 5 feet, so yeah, I assume so.
Okay.
No, they're all already within my range of attack.
Right.
Okay. Okay.
They're already within 15 feet, so
Yeah.
All right.
I
think
mean,
that's big.
that's why I didn't. Yeah, sorry.
It's okay. So this one's going to step and kind of raise its morning star up over Siorsa and smash down at the building. So starting with the smashing of Siorsa, it has advantage because you're prone. Or no, you're not prone. You stood up. It's just a regular attack. Miss. This one
Thank
is
God.
against Rock. That'll hit, I think.
Yep.
I
That
I think we
Yep.
might have an unconscious giant.
No, sir.
I think I know what just happened.
Yeah, you do. You know exactly what just happened.
Chad fucking Houston. Okay, and then the one that's grabbing the halfling is going to go ahead and make an athletics check. It's going to contest with the halfling.
All right, and I can do athletics or acrobatics, right?
Yes.
Yay! I'm grappled, guys.
Oh no.
I don't know. Maybe. I mean, it only has a +6.
Yeah, if you roll a
Oh.
1,
Wow. Oh,
Big
man.
3.
It seems to be holding you under the water.
Oh no.
All right. On your turn, you can perform your actions as you so please, but I'm going to need you to. Well, you've been underwater for 1 round or 2 rounds.
this is the second round.
Okay, that we're starting here. So you can
Yes.
stay underwater submerged for a number of rounds equal to your Constitution score.
So
which
2
is
rounds.
no score, not modifier.
Oh, 14.
So you can stay underwater for a minute and 24 seconds, effectively. So this is 1 of 14 rounds, or 2 of 14 rounds. All right, and you are grappled and submerged. Any spells with verbal components can't be cast. There's water in your face. So yeah, you can attack with a light weapon.
I can't do anything with cantrips.
So just throw those out.
I'm going to use my last dagger and just try that.
That'll hit. Start cutting into the sinew of this thing's hand.
That's all I can do.
Okay. You want to, as a part of your move, you can attempt to escape. Or you just roll contested again.
Nope.
You flounder around inside of its hand. It squeezes a little tighter.
Can I try to intimidate it?
You can't talk
It's a
to
joke.
it, so
I know.
fuck it. I mean, that would have nailed it, but Croc.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and kill the thing that's holding Matt.
That guy there.
Yeah. Bloop, bloop, bloop.
Wow.
Fuck me.
2 nice hits.
Okay, go ahead and make me just roll me a 20-sided dice for me, please. Okay. You smash it, spin it around, hit it with the pole of the back end, spin it back around and hit it with the glaive back into the same hole that you cut the first time. As it kind of hits in there, it sticks, but it doesn't seem to wound it anymore, and you kind of pull it out really quickly.
Okay.
Almost getting kind of caught, but saving yourself the problem. Devano? Unless
What
you have anything
does-
else, Croc?
No, I'm good. Thank you.
Staying on top of your island, okay?
The one that Grok just hit, what does it look like?
Bloodied. It's spilling out nastiness.
Okay. Is
Which
it
is-
possible to go for the arm that is holding Illume?
Yeah, you can attempt to with the arrow. That's fine. And also, for lulls, Illume, however we pronounce it, the water around you is starting to become more caustic, and like you can't really see either because it's
Is it
spilling
starting
out.
to boil?
No, not caustic. I guess that's not the word I wanted. Toxic. That's
Yeah.
just-
Yeah.
it's nasty. Its guts are spilling out. Anywho, yeah, you can shoot at the arm. Take a shot. Hit.
Sweet. God damn, I keep on pressing the wrong thing. There we go. How about that?
Yeah.
Take that arm right off?
It hits. I mean, it's got an arm about the size of you, so no, not really. But it does kind of cause it to lurch, and kind of flex a bit.
Might it make it easier for Illume to wrest himself free?
It might.
We'll have to see.
I mean, it's probably gonna die soon. So, oh, that's a con save though. That's
All right. Seorsa?
they're probably good at this, but if I sort of center a shatter towards maybe the back of this guy,
So they're
it's a 10
actually
foot radius.
they're not adjacent to each other by any
Okay.
stretch. So this one is adjacent to Grog. This one's kind of pulled back and away and is about 10 feet away from this one. And then this one's actually 20 feet over right next to you. Because you didn't get that far up the north side of the building, or that side of the building.
Okay. So with a 10-foot radius sphere, how many of them do I think I could hit?
One.
Just one? Okay. So it's not worth it.
Wait, 10-foot radius sphere? Two.
Two?
You can do this one and this one. The other one's too far away.
Alright, so first things first is we're gonna attack this guy with my... Oh, I have the wrong thing. Attack this guy with my spiritual weapon, hopefully killing him. Where's that spell? $19 hit.
Yeah. And it will not kill. Really close. Not a chatting, but close.
If that's the case...
He's also the only one that remains within range of your spirit guardians.
Oh, he's in range of my spirit guardians?
Yeah, he'll probably die of that.
Oh, motherfucker's dead.
Unless
sorry.
you roll like really bad and
True.
it saves.
Alright, so then I'm going to on the two that I can hit with Shatter, I will cast a Shatter, but I'm going to use my Channel Divinity to where is it?
Maximize it. I know what it does.
Yeah. So that would be
8, 16, 24.
24 damage.
Saving throws.
Yeah, con save for half.
Okay. Alum, go ahead and make me a dexterity saving throw. All right.
That was terrible.
So its fingers kind of slip from you as the arrow hits it, and then you hear a loud detonation kind of above you, and you see like the darkness above you from like all the bile and disgustingness kind of grow darker as whatever sunlight is cascading behind it seems to be clouded out by something. You feel like you have 1 millisecond of opportunity, and you dart away, and you can feel the water displace as this zombie kind of fills in the space that you were occupying and the water around it. You can go north or south. You can go north or south. Your choice.
I'm going north.
Okay. All right. Siorsa, go ahead and roll your damage for Spirit Guardians.
Spiritual weapon. 1. I missed it.
That's max damage, isn't it?
That's pretty
really.
close to max.
Yeah. Yep, it falls over.
There's
Dies.
much rejoicing. Yay.
All right. The last standing one, however, is going to go ahead and throttle with a big old. Actually, just going to bash this Grok guy. Morningstar to the face. Nope.
Thank fucking God.
Oh, actually, hold on a second.
Three.
I think it's 3 attacks.
I have to roll something real quick. I have to roll 2 things real quick. Okay, so 18. that one like gets messed up by those spirit guardians, but is actually still alive. I'm sorry, I forgot. Oh, unless it's radiant. Never mind. It is dead. That's not the one. The shatter one is the one. I always forget this thing about zombies. So that would have been it. That would have been the save. So it's got 1 hit point. The one that was killing the halfling.
Okay.
But I already said he escaped. I'm not taking that back. I just want to smash this damn fucking bugbear. It's gonna raise up. It was holding him down with the hand that didn't have a Morning Star. It's gonna smash outward with the Morning Star against Grok. Yes.
Nope.
All right, and pick a number between 1 and 8.
7 or 3.
All right. When it bashes you, 1, 2. When it bashes you, you go flying out north easternly and splash in the water near where a loom kind of is.
Cool.
I always forget about the damn undead saving throw for zombies. All right, that's it for me. Seldom.
Okay, I have a question. Since technically it's Phoenix Fire, if I did that, would it still go off? Or because I'm in water, even if it is the Phoenix power stuff, it wouldn't matter?
Oh, I'd say, I mean, you'd still be submerged. Just the water around you would start to boil.
But I would still get the effects and that stuff, right?
Yeah.
Right. Okay, I'm just going to burn that as a bonus action because right now, because I have dang it, I know I have it around here somewhere. Oh yeah, Phoenix Spark. So if I go down to 0, I to give myself 1 hit point.
Okay. And then do you want to kind of just swim back in adjacent to the one that had you grappled, or
I want to try to throw a firebolt at the one that just
make an athletics check for me, just to see if you can keep yourself, because you were having trouble swimming before.
Guys, I'm still drowning.
All right, we'll say that you haven't really gotten up out of the water yet, but you've managed to kind of like preserve your own energy inside of you to unleash the mantle. So the water around you is starting to boil and such. You still haven't. No, you don't.
Wait,
Yep.
What do you mean I don't have an action? Did the athletics take my action?
Yeah,
I mean, it's
you're
fine
not.
that if I did.
Yeah,
I
you're
just
not. You're not swimming. So like, yeah, you're drowning. Okay. Grok, death saving throw.
Whee!
Number 1, Devano.
So, of the 2 that are remaining, which one looks the most hurt?
That would be Grok.
If I would motion you to target the one that's not almost dead because it could still raise up, and I'll move into position to kill it with my spirit guardians.
He says shoot the one that looks like it's the most healthy.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll do that.
Okay. It does not have an ally adjacent to it, so no sneak attack.
Okay. How do we do?
Yeah, it's got an 8 AC.
Great.
Hitting this thing is easy. Okay. Seorsa, move back to the edge so that you're close to them.
Right, so I can get both of them in my spirit guardians.
You're standing right on the corner of the building.
Oh gosh, this is gonna be bad if I get hit. And then as a bonus action, I will cast.
You still have a spiritual weapon.
Right, yeah, I'm just gonna let it sit where it's sitting for now, so I can
healing word
heal my
on
friend.
Grok. Okay.
Right, and
Get
then
7 hit points back there, Bugbear.
I got you, Boo.
Thanks, buddy.
And yeah, why not? Let me just double check my spell slots real quick. All right, so I have 2 first levels left. I'm going. Oh, shh. Am I adjacent to both of them basically now?
No. You're adjacent to none of the allies. You're adjacent to none of the monsters either.
So, how far out from my spirit guardians are the monsters right now?
This one is 15 feet away. This one is 10 feet away.
Okay, so
And then
Thunderwave
they're 10 feet away from each other.
Thunderwave would be counterproductive at this point.
Yes.
Okay.
The dodge action would be pretty smart.
Actually, yeah, that's a good idea. Dodge action, just in case they don't die.
Right. Okay, so this one automatically explodes on Spirit Guardian Town.
Yay!
Go ahead and roll the damage, though. This one's not bloodied at all, by the way, the one in the back corner. So, okay. Yep, it's going to take all 16. That will bloody it, but it's just now bloodied. So, yeah, you're the only visible target. So it's going to go ahead and kind of push itself over its dead friend and kind of lean in over the building, like hulking over you, and bring the Morningstar down towards you. So 7 misses. It'll smash into the stone of the building, kind of wrecks the load-bearing corner there. It sets its Morningstar into it. It doesn't cause you to lose your footing or anything, but what it does cause is its Morningstar's head to stick inside of the V-shaped cleft it's cut into the stone. It doesn't seem to be able to pull it out, and it seems to be trying.
Nice.
All right. Alum, athletics check.
Guys, I'm still drowning.
You've been submerged for what, 3 or 4 turns? Is this 4?
This is 4.
Okay. You managed to pull yourself up out of the water. You can see Grok kind of next to you with like kind of this weird glow of energy kind of emanating off of him as his eyes start to flutter open in the water, and he realizes he's submerged and he's kind of starts swimming. What would you like to do? You can actually do stuff.
I'd like to fucking throw a fireball at one of those fucking fuckers.
Fireball or bolt?
Wow.
Okay, go.
Add 4 to that, or no, add 5 to that because of my charisma damage because of mantle of flame. Those bastards.
It hits him dead in the face, and he kind of looks at you with like just rage in his like now scorched face, and his hands kind of start to raise up like away from the Morningstar as if he's going to just grab you. Grok, athletics check to see if you stay can keep your footing in the water. Having a hard time of it. I'd say you could. Yeah, you can kind of. Yeah, you're kind of having issues. Devano.
Oh, can I not do anything at all?
Well, you can't take an action. What were you wanting to do?
I just want to take the dodge action if I can. Like, even if I'm in the water, if I can, like, orient myself a little or something.
I'll go halfway with you. Okay. Since you're underwater, you're kind of moving kind of closer to it. So you'll get a +2 bonus to your AC because of your adjacency.
Even if I just, like, keep myself underwater.
Yeah.
I want to, like, keep attention away from me right now.
Right.
They think I'm dead. Great.
Cool. I'm not going to give you the full dodge, but I'll give you, if it does, it looks like it's going to kill the little halfling. Devano. Devano.
Can I, if I have dual wielder, can I drop my bow and pick up my hand crossbow? No, I don't have it. I don't have a hand crossbow. Never mind. Shit. I'm going to fire at it. Here we go. There we go.
Nice.
Enemy adjacent?
It didn't last turn, but it did just swing at Seorsa, so yeah.
Cool.
All right. You hit it in its mouth as it's kind of like turning about and away. It still kind of raises its hands up towards the halfling, but as it does so, it kind of just falls backwards and away from the two of them. Its hands still holding up out of the water as it splashes under the surface. It died.
Nice.
Wait, does it make the save?
Jerks.
No. It's equal to the damage dealt. +5. He dealt 19 damage, so 24 was what I needed.
Okay.
No, he did.
He needed a critical.
He's
kind of asking because I wanted him to grab me and hit me, and then I could kill him with my mantle of flame. It would explode when I resurrected myself.
So who is Grack down?
Nobody's down. I assume you guys
Great.
managed to pull yourself onto the surface of the building there.
Yeah.
Okay. Devano,
Fireball the dead body.
go ahead and make a perception check. Eagle-eyed enough, you're pretty certain that you can see that from your vantage point down this way, over by the temple, there appear to be things moving in the water with a snake-like grace. It would seem that they're trailing you.
Okay. I will yell that to my comrades and say, let's get out of here and go to the building.
You would also notice, sorry,
Go ahead.
get these guys off here. You would also notice that there appears to be kind of an alcove over this way, off the side of the building that you're on. And you're pretty sure that it's pretty well hidden.
Okay, let's do that, and I'll motion them to join me there.
Oh, thank God. I need a short rest.
Short rest, dude. I need like all the rests.
Okay. So, Devano, you're going to drag these guys in, kind of help them in. I
Yeah.
need you to make me a stealth check. All right. You do your best to kind of make it look like you didn't leave off of this side of the building, but instead left off the other side of the building. And you fire a couple of arrows kind of into the stone of the temple over here. And just try and make it look like you crossed the water instead of went through the hole, in hopes that it might throw off the Yuan-Ti that are tailing you. And you get into the cave. It seems to go back quite a ways, probably about 50 or so feet. It kind of comes into a slightly bigger chamber of stone, and there's a what appears to be a stone statue kind of set in the middle of it. Yeah. The statue is kind of like worn from water wear. It has just a slightly feminine feature to it.
When everybody else is in, I'll try to go back to the entrance and cover our tracks on the way in.
That was what that stealth check was for. So good.
Okay.
Yep. All right.
John, question. If I'm melded with a short rest is basically just sort of an hour of inactivity.
Right.
Could I be melded into stone for a short rest?
That's what the point of that spell is, yeah.
Awesome. I'm going to take 10 minutes to ritually cast Meld with Stone and then Meld with Stone. And say,
Sure.
I will see you in an hour.
I will
Okay.
see you in a.
Okay, bye.
And I'm laying, is the ground stone or is it
Yep.
specific? Yeah, I just lay down on the ground with like my arms crossed and just you see me melt into it and now I'm no longer there.
Okay.
Okay, I've got a question. For my short rest, can I lie down exactly when he pops back up? My ass is in his face.
Make a Arcana check first, then a Perception check. Okay, you know the spell and how it works, and you're pretty sure you can allocate your ass to where his face will appear.
You do not need to make a jackass check.
All right. Grok and Devano, in this chamber, like I said, it's probably about like a 30-foot high ceiling, probably about 30 foot around this cavern. And in the center of the cavern, there's just kind of a statue.
So let's go examine the statue.
It seems to be worn, kind of an old figure, a feminine form.
So I'm trying to remember from the handout if any of the 9 gods
No.
are feminine. No, okay. Humanoid.
Yeah, it's got kind of like if you've ever seen like old fertility goddess statues, kind of has a very
Right.
similar shape to that.
Right. So roundish.
Right.
Got it. Check for markings, buttons, levers.
Nothing.
Possible to climb to the top of it and look if there's nothing that would damage
Statue's
it.
not that tall. It's
Okay.
probably about 5 feet high. But there's no markings on it or anything to that effect. It's just a strange kind of resting place.
So I'm going to look around the ceiling. Any other signs out of the normal?
No, not particularly.
Okay, I'm a kind of a loss, so I'm just gonna sit and take a rest.
Smart. You would notice as you're kind of keeping watch and keeping an eye out that there are a lot of Yuan-Ti kind of passing around outside on the buildings. It would seem that they are kind of still searching you out. And it seems their presence in the area, the swamp area, kind of leaves few options available to you in escape without being detected.
There wouldn't be any kind of passageway that leads to another area, from the back of the cave.
Not that you are really I mean, there's not that you can find, and you spend some time seeking it.
Right. Okay.
All right. So go ahead and spend your hit dice, and I'll say that again. I think I know where I'm. Yeah. What I will say is that you would be able to, once you get out of the alcove, you would see that there's a series of. Bear with me here. There seems to be kind of steps leading up towards the waterfall.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It looks like you might be able to kind of go up the waterfall back into the jungle. But beyond that, you're going through the swampway here, or you're going to try and move around the outsides back to where you came from, which is back in this corner. Both options not exactly ideal.
And so we had talked earlier about going to this temple.
But like I said, the swampway here, here, and here, like all about, is pretty much swarming with mountains.
So I think that the only I don't know what everyone else thinks, but I think the best option is to go up the stairs and to take the long way on the top. What others think?
Whatever.
Okay.
All right. You guys are going up the waterfall or heading backtracking?
Zach, do you have an opinion?
Not really. I have no idea what to do. What's the better option? Like, I'm good with whatever. I'm back up to full health, so I'm fine.
Yeah, if the other areas are swarming, then it kind of makes sense that we should probably go up to the top, work our way to the south, and then somehow, I'm not sure how we're going to get down, but we need to get down somewhere.
Okay.
I say we try and jump it. It's only 465 feet.
Well, here's how we'll do it. Because I think I know what my plan is. Okay, so as you kind of head out, Devano, as you kind of look towards the waterfall and get more of a view of it, you would see that you kind of feel this strange kind of heat in your eyes, and you kind of turn back and look towards the city. A city of magnificent whitewashed buildings stretches out before you. Sunlight sparkles off of glass domes and windows, yet all is not well. Black smoke coils from fires across the city, corpses litter the streets, and wraiths circle the rooftops like vultures. A sphere of utter darkness grows out from the heart of the city, blotting out the light as it expands toward you. You turn away, and when you look back, the darkness is gone. The city is a half-flooded ruin, overgrown as it has been since you've been here. Something about the waterfall seems strange. Something about it is kind of giving you like a purity of vision. That's kind of darkness, that sheer just horror that you saw present. That appears to be what you might be facing if you were to continue inward. When you make it to the top of the waterfall and kind of look back down into the city, you can see that if you were to kind of work your way around the outsides of the jungles, you could find a stairway down and certainly make a new attempt, a new foray back into the city. But that will have to be a story for another day.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, you guys, there was definitely a lot in the city of Omu. I'm going to go ahead and kill the recording.
Wait, before you do that, just to say, Teddy, I've been working on the thing the entire time.
Who?
I'm talking to my boss. I've been working on this stupid thing for tonight the entire time.
Oh, he was watching?
Did he watch as a stream?
No, I doubt that he did. I've just figured you're going to put it on YouTube, and I want evidence.
Oh. Who's Cryo or Frost?
I don't know.
No idea.
All right. Well, welcome to the stream, and thanks for watching. Yeah, okay, I'm going to go ahead and kill the stream.
Had fun.
Yeah, hope you had the fun. I just forgot how to turn off my stream. Let me do it. I'm going to do it.